It's Murphin time. What's up, y'all? Howdy, 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 doody, howdy, all that stuff. What's up, y'all? Welcome to an early morning Murph. My bed's kind of a mess right now. I just realized. Well, dude, what did I do with my pajama pants, bro? They're just like hanging out there. All right. Anyways, what's up, y'all? Move this down a little bit. There we go. Oh no, I got a strand of hair sticking out. Listen, it's early for me. I'm on the West Coast, so it's not even 10 o'clock. Hello, welcome to, I wasn't expecting to do this until later today, but, A, I got work later, and B, they released the gameplay reveal a lot earlier than they were saying they were going to, or what I understood they were going to. I thought it was going to be around 3 Eastern. But we got ourselves some NASCAR 25 gameplay to talk about today, which is exciting. I did not break down the what they call like the hype trailer, the sizzle trailer. I got that right here, and then I also have the gameplay reveal. Now I did watch the hype trailer already, so I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. But similar to what we did last week, I forgot what day that was, but it was not too long ago. We did a little stream kind of similar to this, where we were just kind of talking about NASCAR 25. I put together a PowerPoint. Well, as I expected, a week later, I think this is literally a week later. Let me look here. I don't have any music today. Sorry, by the way. Yeah, literally a week ago, we did the we did this, and we have a lot more information, as I said there would be, and we got some proper looks at the game. I've not watched the gameplay trailer, the gameplay reveal yet. That'll be like my live Murph reaction sort of thing. But excuse me. But we are gonna check out this first video pretty quickly. I'm sure most of you've seen it by now. This is the hype trailer for the game, and then we'll watch the gameplay video together, which is great. And then we'll kind of break it down, talk. There's some other news regarding the game and stuff that's still coming out. And we'll just talk for a little bit. I don't have a hard deadline today. I do need to be done with this stream within like 2.5 hours, which I'm not expecting it to be that long anyways. So I also, geez, I need to shave, dude. And anytime I try to grow out something, I'm like, the first like 5-6 days, I'm like, we got this. And then I'm like, this looks fucking terrible. I hate it. Okay, but let's check out this video. Also check it, making sure the audio is good on your guys' end. So let me know if that's too loud or quiet. I'll probably turn it up a smidge.
Got a great car, great team. We'll execute. Our time. We know what we got to do. Stay in the fight between the walls.
Time to turn the intensity up.
We'll fight till the end, no matter what happens. Good day to be in victory lane.
Green flag is in the air. Driving with
Audio is good? Sweet, alright. I'm just going to let this play through, and then I'll kind of break down to some things that I liked to see with this. There's a lot of information to unpack in this minute-long video. Obviously, we got a 17-minute video to watch as well. Lee Diffie, absolute cinema. Alright, so, there's your look, and obviously, like, the end is like, oh, gameplay and stuff reveal coming the 18th. Today's the 18th. So, just a few things I want to kind of, we'll break down this. I'm not going to break it down, like, frame by frame or anything. Also, this is, notably, I downloaded this video, so it's locked at 30 frames, so if the frame rate's a little choppy, that is why. I understand Twitter, if this came from Twitter, the video is going to be naturally a little choppy. Some people were really like quick to say, "Oh, the frame rate's terrible" and stuff. From what I understand, a lot of it's because of the media source. So, first little shot we have is Daytona 500. Field is spread out a little bit. You guys can see my mouse. Sweet. We kind of got this outside groove with like 5 cars going, and then kind of some messy early, some big gaps kind of further back, which is not a great look, I'm gonna be honest, but I don't really care. Listen, I think people who are like, oh my gosh, this doesn't look like plate racing, when we see the next gens flat out, like, they do spread out a little bit. This is fair. And who knows, maybe they're coming back to pit. Now, listen, the common thing has been about this game. The common thing has been that, listen, the driving model, all this stuff has been talked about to be very good. The driving model has been consistently praised. It's been consistently like said that. Oh, I lost chat. It's been consistently like said it's pretty good. But the common consensus I've heard from people who have gotten their hands on the game is the AI is not the best. It's fine, but the AI is not like amazing. So part of that might be they might be struggling with Super Speedway. Now, listen, I commend them for actually showing this because NASCAR 21 Ignition heavily struggled with Super Speedway AI. I mean, for those of you who, why is my mouse gone? Oh, there we go. NASCAR 21 Ignition heavily struggled with AI, particularly when it comes to super speedways. And if you watch the trailers and the gameplay building up to NASCAR 21 Ignition, they tried their best to mask the fact that the AI wasn't good and they spread out. So here at least we're seeing it. So I got to respect that. And we just got a nice little shot here of Byron. We got, some of these are really quick shots because this is kind of a sizzle trailer. We got Zane Smith in the Aaron's car. Once again, this is, I downloaded this so it's a little lower quality than maybe the replay would be. So we got that. We got a little onboard with Ryan Blaney at Indianapolis. You love to see it. Seemingly we can drive from this camera, which is great. Kind of what you would expect, but still good to see. Got another couple shots. Is that Chicago? So we got obviously mixing in some like real life hype footage. You know, I got Ryan Blaney. I got some cars driving there. Dude, this does not let me. Does it let me? It does not let me seek by frame. That's annoying. Got Seabell. Okay, stop. Shout out Windows Media Player for being ass. Dude, if I press the pause button, it would behoove you to pause. Dude, okay, you're actually... Are you just refusing to pause on that frame? Okay, well, apparently it is. Oh, because I can't seek in between. Okay, whatever. It's not letting me pause on that for whatever reason. Yeah, just got like a lot of quick little things. Here's a good shot of Brad. Windows Media Player. I didn't realize you were absolute ass, bro. This doesn't look like it's got much of a chrome reflection. Just something to point out. I'm okay with that. I don't care. But Unreal Engine should be able to run that pretty well because this is on UE5. You can use the numpad. Nope, doesn't work with anything. I gotta love Windows Media Player. True. Got some more like real life footage. I like some of these graphics and stuff they're putting together. I mean, that's cool. My guess is with this video that they posted yesterday, obviously we're going to get to the gameplay and stuff. Like, this is just kind of something I just wanted to touch on. One thing I will say, I would not be shocked if there's a slightly different version of this, a slightly edited version of this, that is like the opening cinematic for the game, just based on a lot of these graphics they're putting together, a lot of the cuts between real life and game footage. Like, I would not be surprised at all. Got a good shot of Daytona. Now, this is clearly at the start of the race. I mean, the way they're just bunched up. So, hey, look, you got your 2x2 racing. And one thing someone mentioned was, I mean, we mentioned this as well, like in the later, or on last stream, is there's a shot at Daytona. Oh, okay, I can do that, Bobby. That's probably easier than trying to press it. Yeah, okay. Appreciate you, Bobby. Bobby. So, hello. Okay, why is it not working? So, one thing we saw last week was there was like, it was a shot of Jimmy Johnson at Daytona, and he was driving his Coke 600 car. So, just pointing that out. And looks like Hamlin is driving his Progressive car as well. So, I hope they have it set to where it's accurate scheme for accurate track for the AI, particularly when it comes to like season mode, just for consistency's sake. because I've noticed a couple cars that weren't running that track, but maybe it's also because they're working on DLC schemes that'll fill that gap. I don't know. But got Darlington here. One thing that people noticed about this shot at Darlington, let me see if I can get it to... Oh my god, dude. I should have just done this on YouTube. Anyways, why can I not scroll frame by frame? That's ridiculous. Anyways, Daniel Suarez, you'll see blow by right there in the 9 car. So, Daniel Suarez, we talked about how I thought it was weird he was omitted from the Xfinity roster. This has been a thing. The rosters they've been posting, man, have... Don't unfocus on me. The rosters they've been posting have been just straight up inaccurate. We have confirmation that Connor Zilisch is going to be in the game in the Cup Series. We have confirmation that Live Fast Motorsports is in the game. Either Catherine Legg, BJ McLeod, or both are going to be in the game, and they're nowhere to be seen on the rosters. So the rosters, the track rosters, or sorry, not the track rosters, the driver rosters are kind of useless to look at because they just are wrong. Got a nice wide shot here of Blaney and Elliott. My guess is this is some sort of replay mode. It doesn't say Suarez on the banner, no, because part-time drivers, it doesn't say that on the banner. It just says Xfinity, which is actually accurate. So like Kyle Larson, Ross Chastain, those guys, it won't have it'll have a different banner. Eric Almirola is another one. Yeah, and true, yeah. Will Josh Williams be around then? So my guess is this is a shot from replay mode, like I mentioned. Kind of zooming in, probably the player driver Blaney. I don't know if they mentioned if we can scroll through different drivers in replay mode. That's one thing that I've been missing from NASCAR games for a while. Ironically, Ignition did a really good job of it, but before the replay mode, like, no, if I know that Joey Logano wrecked out earlier, I want to be able to focus on Joey Logano and watch and see what happened to him. That's something I really want. Love that. So hopefully that's soon. Hopefully that's the case. Now we got all 4 National Series. Got a cool shot. This is probably like a pre-race animation shot, the way it looks rendered. Yeah, John, I gotta break this stuff down. You know, I got work later, so I can't stream later. I wanted to cover this because I'm sure people would be annoyed if I didn't. They'd be like, Murph, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And I can just redirect them and say, watch this stream or video if someone wants to cut it into video. I'm not gonna be doing that. Got a nice. This is probably like a pre-race shot. This may be going into qualifying, going into practice. We got Cletus. I presume livery / all-star car drivers will be randomized throughout the season. Yeah, maybe, but NASCAR Heat actually did a good job of like you can make sure that they're driving the right cars. AI will drive the right cars in the right races. And we got the Roval Thorpe Sport truck, and then in the bottom, I believe this is Chicago. I thought for a second it might have been Portland. Maybe I'm coping. I'm pretty sure that's Chicago. But you know, you got the truck running over. I got kind of a quick shot of the menus. We talked about this last week. I love this menu. I love the car. I love the way they kind of have like the streets surrounding the racetrack is super cool. Now, my face is kind of in the way, but obviously you have the race logo, how long the track is. I love this. Love that aesthetic. It's great. I got just kind of some more general shots. The reflections on the cars look good. You can see some good light reflection. That's Unreal Engine working compared to Unity, which was the NASCAR Heat games ran on Unity. We got a nice over-the-top shot. Another road course of some kind. Don't know what exactly it is. Connor Zilisch driving. Got some more animation. Raja Caruth. Got Darlington. Corey LaJoie, we mentioned, was already confirmed for the game. Got some Darlington Day. My phone is buzzing. Why is my phone buzzing? Because we're good. And of course, the big announcement was 40-player multiplayer. Now, they did confirm this a while back, but apparently a lot of people didn't know about it. Yeah, 40-player multiplayer is confirmed for this game. And according to the developers in the dev interview they had in July, the big thing they said was there will be private lobbies, but they do not have league tools at launch. So I don't know what exactly that entails, but we will have 40-player lobbies, and there will be private lobbies to some extent. So my guess is it'll be pretty similar to the NASCAR Heat formats, considering Monster Games involved, but with the addition of private lobbies. So we got actually this is actually important. We got our first like actual wreck here in the bottom. We got I believe this is Circuit of the Americas up top, and then either was that Texas or Charlotte up top there. We actually got our first wreck, and it's a car just going backwards. One thing, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but iRacing, why does this only work sometimes? There are like no roof flaps on that 20 car. Smoke and stuff looks fine. T-Pods Casting, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to mention this. We hit 3,000 subscribers the other day. I completely blanked on mentioning this at the beginning of the stream. We're at 3K, so thank you guys so very much. As promised, tomorrow it'll be starting a little earlier, not as early as this today, but around. I haven't set a perfect time. It'll probably be like 3:30 to 4 Eastern. We'll be racing. I'm going to regret this, but you guys did it. I said if you got it by the end of the month, and lo and behold, it's the 18th, and you guys got it on like the 16th. So we got it like with time to spare. I will be running a 3,000% length race at Jefferson Raceway in NASCAR Heat 5. I'm racing my least favorite track, I think many people's least favorite track, and a 3,000% distance. I believe that's 750 laps. We'll be checking out that. We'll also be running a new dirt mod made by Train Hunter. That'll be tomorrow, so it'll be a long, long day. So, but thank you guys for 3,000, and I'm a man of my word, and I'm going to hate myself tomorrow. But hey, appreciate you guys. All right, I'm going to not spend like too much time on this. Got Tyler Reddick car, his Jordan car. Love to see that. Just another shot at Daytona. Miami. Love that. Am I running the Uwu car? Unfortunately, I probably am. Yes. Unfortunately, I probably am. I might put it up to a vote and say, hey, I can drive another car, but knowing you guys, I'll probably end up having to drive the pink Uwu mobile as my punishment for hitting 3,000 subscribers, I guess. Just kind of more shots. Got Darlington. A nice onboard. Looks good. I would expect iRacing to have this onboard looking good, looking clean. Good shot. We got the telemetry and stuff. Looks good. Looks solid. This seems kind of like replay mode. SVG. Red Bull was confirmed. Now, we'll talk about the DLC pack that they announced earlier after we're done breaking down the gameplay trailer. But Red Bull and stuff seemingly is confirmed, and we'll talk about some stuff like that. So, Chicago? Question mark? What track is this? I don't know. I keep seeing like road courses I don't recognize, and I keep hoping it's Portland, but I don't think it is. Yeah, but I'm coping. I'm so coping. When are we getting Portland in the game, bro? What are we doing? Got another shot. Looks like Bristol here. Corey LaJoy in the trucks, by the way. I like that. Good reflections and stuff. Matt Mills. That's Great Coliseum. Not much to break down here. We got an actual like good shot of like the third person cam. Looks good. Got a nice lens flare here as well. Circuit of the Americas, Darlington, a wide shot. Don't even know what track that is. I think that's Lime Rock here. In the ARCA cars. That's cool. Lime Rock Park. You love to see it. Just going Whiplash. Miami. This has been a track a lot of people have been excited about because we're seeing the multi-groove racing from the AI. Like, look, Josh Berry's running a little higher towards the top. Ryan Blaney's running higher towards the top. Bell's running the bottom. This is what we want. We don't want AI on rails. That was a big problem with the Heat games. Charlotte. More Lime Rock. Charlotte. And that's it. So, obviously, like, there's not a whole... Dude, what is up with my hair? Yeah, I'm just going to turn my hat around. Jeez. There we go. That fixes it. Excuse me. So, obviously, with this video, you know, we're literally getting not even a minute. This is 57 seconds by the time we cut to the end. So, there's not a whole lot to go off of with this. Now, obviously, this was kind of like a sizzle trailer. We didn't know this was coming out. I was at the gym when this came out yesterday, and I was like, oh shoot, I was like this, but my first reaction was like, this better not be the gameplay trailer, because there's not any gameplay. I mean, we get like a few like quick shots. It's what they call a hype video. Now, also talk about this. I'm sure we'll break this down with the gameplay reveal and stuff that we're gonna talk about here in a minute. Love these menus. I mean, the menu design looks really clean. It's not like outstanding, but I really like it. I mean, you got William Byron is kind of the cover guy for the Cup. Looks like Connor Zilic for Xfinity. That's not Corey Haim, is that? No, who's in the 17 in the trucks? And then, of course, Cletus in the 30 car, because got to get that. Who's in the 17? I want to say Gio Ruggiero, and I was like, that's not right. There you go. It is Gio Ruggiero? Okay. That's kind of a weird pick, I feel like. I don't know why you wouldn't do Heim time, but yeah, I like the menus and stuff. Driver selection stuff looks good. But let's go ahead and break down. Now, I've already seen this video, but let's go ahead and break down the main event here. I have not watched this. It is 17 minutes, so we're probably gonna take some time to pause. I'm not gonna pull a Sniper Wolf and be like, "Damn, that's crazy," and just freeboot. I'm not a reaction channel, and even if I was, I'd be better than 95% of reaction channels out there, because I actually do stuff with the content. It's not just about stealing content. Not that this is stealing content, but you know what I'm saying. I'm calling out reaction channels. You guys fucking suck. Most of you. There's some good ones out there. I don't watch reaction content, but you guys are technically watching reaction content, so boom, checkmate. Hey, got him. All right, let's get into this. You guys said the audio and stuff is good, because like I said, I'll probably be pausing at certain times, just kind of taking certain looks at this stuff. Yeah, it would be cool to see. I agree, not Matt DeMendetta. It would be cool to see the cover drivers been like one from each series, but guys like Cup guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm the same way. I certainly prefer like the Cup series sort of thing, even if the product isn't as good. Like, do you want to see the big names? All right, let's check this out. No audio.
Hey everyone, we're at Young's Motorsports today with our good friend Anthony Alfredo.
Oh, they got Anthony Alfredo to do this. Sweet.
NASCAR Xfinity Series Chevrolet.
Wait, didn't Anthony? Okay, I'm already pausing. Didn't Anthony Alfredo literally tease this yesterday? Like, he said, "Do you guys want to see gameplay?" I figured this was unrelated. I didn't realize like he is the guy they're doing stuff with. So that's cool. All right, let's
It's the day you guys have all been waiting for.
Yeah, the day we've all been waiting for. I mean, you guys certainly took your damn time. You certainly took your damn time. The game is dropping in less than a month, and this is our first time we're getting gameplay. All right, here we go.
25 game and see some gameplay.
Can't wait. I look sharp. I look better than I do in real life, so I'll take that.
All right. Okay, we get to actually see a little transition there. That's nice. An actual like little transition from the driver menu, which once again, love the driver menu. It's sleek, nothing crazy. I like the renders of the cars. You can actually see the paint scheme well. And then a nice little transition to where the model shifts, and then you get to the track selection. Video's a little quiet. All right, I can turn it up a little bit. Let's see how that is. They're also a little quiet. Once again, love the menu. Love this. I love this aesthetic here. It looks so good. I love that.
Let's give Homestead a shot. What do you
All right,
think?
Miami.
One of my favorites. Let's do it. Let's see.
All right, we're doing Miami.
Let's hop in there.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Run some couple practice laps, kind of get a feel for the car, see what you think.
Okay, can my
Practice here. Oh, this cutscene is sweet.
okay? We got a little cutscene. Can this freaking go away, dude? There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm too focused on getting this thing to work properly. Now, I notice is literally for like a frame.
I look better than I do in real life.
Okay,
so
stop.
Hop in there. Let's maybe just
I look better than I do in.
hop in there.
I look better.
Okay,
than I do
dude.
in real life.
Windows Media Player,
that.
like, you actually fucking suck. This
let's give.
I should have done this on
Homestead a
actual
shot. What do you
YouTube.
think?
One of my favorites. Let's do it. Let's see here.
So let's
Yeah,
hop
there's
in
a
there,
brief
let's
little
maybe
frame
run
there that
some
showed of like some
couple
heads and
practice
stuff
laps,
that
kinda get a feel for the
couldn't
car,
see. So
what you think.
you got kind of your practice session opportunities. That's cool. How's the audio, by the way? Bug, what's up? Cyberscourge, what's up? All right, so you got like your practice time goal, setups, at least the ability to change like loose to tight.
Let's see what the car wants
Ooh, dude, this looks
We're
good.
on hard mode. We got the assist.
This is in 720p, this video that I'm watching, so it might be a little lower frame rate and stuff, but
Access road here.
that's alright.
This is what we want.
Okay. Got good lens flares going.
A couple cars out there and already running some practice laps.
Alright, we only got, looks like a select few cars out on the
Form up
track
in the middle,
for
bottom
practice,
lane,
but
and we'll try ripping the fence.
yeah. Obviously, visually, this game looks really good.
Graphics looking.
I will say the tachometer and stuff has certainly grown on me. All right, now we have like our practice on the upper left, gives you a goal time and how much time's left in practice. I do really like this. I do really like this. I think this even had like the race logo a lot of the times they've seen, like the Coke 600 will be
A
there.
little jerky with my
I'm not going to talk over them too much because I want them in case they have some good insight, but I know you should be able to like cycle through some stuff here. So how's the audio? I'm going to turn it up a little bit more.
All different users at different levels or experience have a
All right, then we got kind of a wide. This.
thing for them.
All right.
It'll work. For me, I definitely had to smooth that out, the steering out a little bit.
All right, I like the team radio mechanic where it's like great lab. All right, and then it's like, hey, like we got the time we needed.
We're in the fence.
I'm gonna guess this is pretty easy difficulty.
All right, what do you think? You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Let's hop in a race.
All right, now we're going to race.
NASCAR Xfinity Series race is about to get underway. So now for the words you've all been waiting for. Drivers, start your engines!
Fire 'em up.
Time to go now. Fire it up.
6-lap race in the upper right there.
So where does this rank in your list of favorite tracks?
This is
Okay,
tough
we're starting
for
towards the
me,
back.
Honestly, yeah, definitely my favorite intermediate.
Oh, I like the green flag graphic on the top left. That's cool. Is it gonna stay that way, or is it just like when they go to green? Okay, cool. I like that.
The top open for me here. See if I can jump to their outside on the start. But we got the
Okay, can you cycle through some info for us on that upper left? That'd be great.
Definitely having to manage the throttle a little more.
Because that's where you should be able to see like your tires and engine, you know, like your damage you take in, who's around you, time split and stuff.
Gotta make quick work with these guys. We don't have a lot of laps. Try to pack some air on their left rear a little bit. Drive up underneath.
All right, well there's Josh Williams, so he's still in the game. Ooh, okay, car got a little loose there.
Go free.
Really fanned out. 3 wide.
5 to go. I like the team radio the way it just kind of pops up, right by the mirror. There's a mirror. Crazy. It's been like 5 years since we had a NASCAR game with a proper mirror in it. Isn't that crazy? Oh, and we got, yeah, I like the draft. I mean, that's very similar to the NASCAR Heat games where if you're in the draft, it'll kind of bright up blue.
Top lane away.
I like that game design decision when they had the draft thing right there. It's pretty simple, but to me, it always lets me know, like, it promotes you to draft. It's what we call a nudge, like a psychological nudge, which, okay, big word. But basically, my brain is, like, when they see the visual stimulus of, oh, I got the draft, I have the draft, it'll kind of convince you as a player or kind of persuade you as a player to keep doing it. So it's just kind of enforcing that behavior, which is cool. So I like that. I do like that it has that. So show how much draft we're getting. Yeah, I mean, seemingly it might be like a little more substantial, like the way you do it, but yeah, I don't like that. I don't like right now. I can't see. Maybe they're not cycling through stuff, but I need to know how much fuel I have, how much my tires are wearing. And what I understand is that upper left, you should be able to cycle through information. They're just maybe not.
All right, what am I hitting here for views? See if I can go POV.
The handling look like NASCAR Heat game. Oh, we got different camera view.
Nice.
Got the wide camera from like Heat 5 era.
This chase cam, I can see a lot more.
There's 2 cockpits too.
Ooh, 2 cockpit cams. All right. Ooh, okay.
We got
the
the
hood cam.
roof cam, right?
Yep. There's a roof. There's a bumper in there. Oh wow.
Well, that was money. That's as close as you can get without hitting it right there.
I
If it was
would not have
outside.
done that. I'd have had.
I don't really get NASCAR Heat vibes from the driving model so far.
Oh, that's the roof cam. This is the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I love the roof
this
cam
is-
that you
oh,
got
this
part
is
of the
like I'm
actual
watching
roof on
film.
it. Love that.
This is great.
I think bumper.
That looks great.
Yep,
Bumper
yep.
cam, nice.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, even the sound
So
of
that's
the
a
in-car.
that's a super.
They changed the sound.
popular
Okay.
thing in
Yeah,
the
well,
Sims.
I like how they're like, even the sound's different when you're in the cockpit. It's like, yeah, that should be like a basic game function. That should be like a thing that they do is, yeah, it'd be weird if there wasn't. I want to know if you notice anything when he hits the track in practice at Richmond. All right, Michael, I'll get there, man. I'm milking this for content right now.
Far forward.
I haven't seen this yet.
If you hit it once more, it kind of moves you back a little bit. Yeah. See the mirrors a little better.
Yeah, and I could use my.
All right, I'll check that out when he gets in Richmond. I'll see that.
I gotta
Ugh.
work on
See, I got like
my thumb stability.
ingrown hair or
A
something.
little jerky on the wheel.
Pretty common.
I mean, I definitely get like some of the NASCAR Heat influence here. In a weird way, I think it's just the visuals remind me a little more of like a Forza.
Video, but
And maybe it's also Miami. That Miami's often in Forza games.
the car and the car setup itself, obviously.
I mean, I don't know what difficulty he's playing on, but I think he's definitely got some assists on, and it looks like pretty easy. I mean, if I'm getting from 38th to top 15 in 6 laps, I'm probably playing it on pretty
Slide
easy.
down here.
Yeah, there's Daniel Suarez. Okay, so we were right. Suarez
Top
is
15.
confirmed. Don't really know why he's racing at Miami. He's on 98.
Yeah.
Oh, so is it 85 to 105 scale? Like the Heat games, because that was my assumption, is the difficulty would be the same as the Heat games, because World of Outlaws works the same way. Just 85, 105 plus maybe a competition mode, no assists and a little harder AI.
High difficulty. Perfect.
Okay, don't love that in the upper right. A little assists, okay. I must have missed that. They say 105 is the max later on, figured. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I kind of wish this was bigger and more centered. At the end, just like you got 15th or something.
It's a good one.
But it's not bad. I just
98 AI
it seems a little out of the way. There they mentioned the 98 AI difficulty. Love this race results page. That looks really good. I like how it's a team, manufacturer, and then runner portrait.
6 laps, not bad. We can scroll through the finishing order here too. 7 cars.
Ross Chastain. Wait a minute. Wait the fuck a minute. Why is there 2 9 cars in this race? Ross Chastain is in the 9 car, finishing 4th. Daniel Suarez is in the 9 car, finishing 14th. What's up with that? Whoa. Why are we doing that? Why are we not coding it to... Oh, is it the 5? No, that was definitely the 9. Am I crazy? Hang on. Is it not? I mean, was it the 5? I thought that said Ross in the 9.
We got him. Where did we land? 90.
Hang
we
on.
got him on 98.
We're on 98 AI.
Hang on, let me
Started
pause
at the
this again
rear,
when it
6
scrolls up.
laps, not bad. We can scroll through the finishing order here.
No, Ross is in the 9 as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they just have 2 Junior Motorsports 9s in the field. That isn't cool. I do not like that. I don't know why we're doubling it up. Suarez replaces Chris Wright. I mean, maybe. That should not be a thing. I do not agree with that. If we're gonna have part-time cars, because it also saw that Corey Day was in the 17. Like, I don't want Corey Day and Kyle Larson in the same race. Same way I don't want Ross or Suarez or these part-time guys in the same race. I don't like that. I do not like that. Hopefully, this is just this probably was recorded a while ago. I do not want to race the Xfinity Series and there's 2 9 cars on the track. I do not like that. That's just basic like consistency and stuff. Obviously, I'm happy Ross is in the game. Obviously, I'm happy Daniel's in the game. I do not like that there's multiple 9 cars in the game. Eric Almirola confirmed, by the way. Do like that. Love seeing Eric in the game.
I like that it wasn't not too easy. It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard, but it's
Okay, I don't think it was...
laps
Okay,
for me.
brother Anthony, I love you, buddy. I love you, Fast Pasta. There's no way bro's out here saying, that was hard. I gained 23 spots in 6 laps. That was tough. Like, nah. Get out of here with that. Bumblebee, what's up? Doing all right. Watching this for the first time, so I'm enjoying it so far. Getting a lot of information about the game. Thank you for the 16 months, by the way, Bumblebee. Yeah, I know NASCAR 2011, they have that because, like, Kevin Conway, Robbie Gordon, and Danica Patrick, they have, like, 3 7 cars because Robbie Gordon is 7. Then Danica is also the 7, and then Kevin Conway is the 07, so I guess that's different. I don't like that in NASCAR 2011 either. And they also, they have multiple number 5s, and then the DLC, they had some weird stuff, too. I don't like it. Just putting it out there, I don't like it.
Especially for a console game or like playing on PC, it's just challenging enough where it adds that level of difficulty you want, but it's not way too hard to play with a controller, which for me is something I like.
That's a good sort of topic overall, right? This isn't about trying to put the iRacing sim on a console, right? We want that breadth of options, breadth of different settings that you can kind of hit all of those different skill levels, right? And make sure that everybody has the same amount of fun with the game, whether they're super hardcore or the most casual fan. And it really pays off. I mean, I think it goes up to 105, so you're
105, okay.
Kind of right in the middle on like
that's NASCAR Heat. That's Monster Games influence right there.
They'll run 105, and they'll get their setups.
Beat up on them.
Yeah. So we gave your Xfinity car a shot at Homestead.
Okay, I love this menu. I don't know what it is. These menus are really, really simple, but they look so good. This reminds me also kind of like what would it be, like NASCAR Heat 2, NASCAR Heat 3, where we kind of have like a video loop in the background. Which, by the way, PC modders, if you want to learn how to mod this game, I can guarantee you one of the easiest things you can do is probably change this MP4 file in the background and have it play whatever. That's something you can do in the NASCAR Heat games without even needing any like modding tools, without needing like assembly editing files or anything like that. You can literally just rename an MP4 file to the same as this one and it'll play it as long as it's in the right folder. So like this is probably something you could do on PC. My guess is, because typically these files are in different folders, you could probably make this background whatever pretty easily if I had to guess. Now, modding everything else, we'll wait and see. Obviously, we got to wait till November until the game's out on PC to see modding potential. Unreal modding's possible. I mean, Ignition is on Unreal, so let's put it out there. Love this menu, though.
What do you think? We should try a little Cup Series, maybe?
Oh, Cup Series, sweet.
Love that. Yeah,
Let's do it.
maybe we'll pick a track I'm familiar with. Fun. We'll get a little short track.
Ooh, Sonoma.
Here.
Oh, Richmond, okay.
It's one of my favorite tracks in this game. I can't get enough of it. It's so much fun.
Okay, was this an actual cut?
Richmond is one of my...
Is this an actual cut of the game? Because that doesn't look great. You better piss that. Okay, this is what Michael told me to look at. All right, so
my favorite tracks in this game. I can't get enough.
Oh, okay. The loading screen could be better.
Nice.
All right, I'm looking. Oh, he's in Alex Bowman's car.
It's good.
Start. Far chase.
Okay, what am I looking for? Oh shoot! Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, look in the mirror here. Look at this 78 car, the way he wiggles. Cranks it hard. He got like up on a tire there. Okay. So the reason why this is not a good thing is if he's getting on 3 wheels on a straightaway by swerving, let's see what happens if I put him at like a corner at Sonoma. Or a corner at even like, what's another like high, like wavy elevation track? Lime Rock. Oh, if the ARCA cars or the trucks have a similar mechanic, put that at Lime Rock over that hill, they will just flip over. 100%. 100%. You put them at Lime Rock in particular, at that hill, and you get them to swerve like that, they're tumbling over. Which is really funny. I love funny, stupid shit. I do. You guys have seen the NASCAR, for those of you who watched the NASCAR 2013 video I put out yesterday, we found some ridiculously new glitches, which, by the way, Michael, not shilling, but check that out because there's some fun stuff we found in the game that you might be amused by. That you might want to try out for a video or something. But yeah, I was curious what you were saying by that. Just look in this mirror one more time. 78 car, he's right there, and he's it's like he swerves hard left and then cranks it hard right, which we're just taking what information we got. You never knew the pit road car launches. I know, it's great. It's really funny. So we got this Junior Motorsports 40 car now. I think it's been confirmed that this is like the alcohol locked behind age verification, which is typical. That's just like literal like law. You have to make sure that you age verify, and that's usually just put in your birth date. They're not very strict about that. To get the beer mobiles and the nicotine cars, so like Kyle Busch's zone car, probably the same thing. That's just like dealing with like actual law.
Ooh, I'm getting split off pit road.
All right.
Try to be considerate of these guys if we fall in line.
Okay.
Ooh. Got a little loose already. Slid down. On
I certainly like it. There's some NASCAR heat influence, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. Also, here we go. There's the race logo in the upper left, like that.
One of the things we're really excited about is all of the models, the track models, the car models, anything that's actually modeled comes straight from the sim. So every bump
so it's
that's
exact.
laser scanned, yeah.
Yeah, the tracks look
It's,
great.
as far as I know, the first console game that will ever have that level of authenticity with the fully laser scanned asset.
I mean, I think Ignition had a couple laser scan tracks, I want to say.
Wrap this yellow line. This is super realistic.
I like the wiggle there you had the car.
Little slide there.
I am sliding all over the place.
Yeah, there's definitely a lack of grip here, which I like.
Center, get in the throttle.
Yeah, right there you can feel the back end maybe start to
awesome.
come out just a tad,
It
which I do
feels
like that.
So realistic.
I like that we got the lap time on the dash. Really like that. I don't know why we're not seeing them cycle through info on the top left. I would have hoped they would have done that because, like, I want to know how my tires are. I want to know where I'm at in the running order with the race and stuff like that.
Turning my front tires up, cranking that with the wheel in it.
There was a render missing when he switched cameras. Really, didn't notice that. Interesting.
Bit of an outside lane foreman recently.
All right, yeah, this is a big thing. Can you make that outside work?
Oh yeah.
Seemingly yes. Okay, good. That's one thing that the NASCAR Heat games. I think the NASCAR Heat games are okay. Like, I think they're very okay. Well, I think 1 through 2 are horrible. 3 is 4 and 5 are genuinely solid games. They're not perfect, but they're solid. And obviously, the fact that you can make stupid mods for them gets bonus points from me. But a track particularly like Richmond, if you do not wrap the bottom completely, you will be slow. So I know he's playing on 98 difficulty compared to 105, but the fact that he ran a lane up, was able to get a decent enough run to get, you can't see him, my face is in the way, but you guys saw him where he's going to get to the 4 car. That is really, really good. We want multi-groove racing. That is something that the Technics games do fantastic. That's why online racing in the Technics games, other than the like latency issues and the netcode issues, is so incredibly good. Is because we can run multi-grooves at a lot of tracks. Even like a Richmond, you can move up a little bit, which is great. Like mile and a half racing, like, oh my gosh, you go to Chicagoland and NASCAR 15 online, it is so freaking fun because you can run multi-grooves. We need multi-groove racing. NASCAR Heat online isn't always super fun because it's just, okay, most tracks is ride the bottom. There's a couple tracks, I want to say Kansas is one you can run up high, Miami's one you can run up high, but most of them are like just wrap around the bottom. And that makes it hard to pass because the AI do the same thing. So you got to either like just dive bomb them to send it and get them out of the way, or just run in a line. So there's so much. So that right there, great sign. Love that, love that, love that. It's a simple detail, but obviously I would hope iRacing would be good enough to do that. It'd be good enough to figure out, hey, let's not have freight training around the track. I love that, even if it's not always accurate in real life, but whatever.
Crossover.
He's on you tight.
I will say, considering he's playing on controller, the wheel movement from the cockpit looks fairly smooth. Like, obviously you see, like, okay, he's hitting the left stick there, obviously.
All right, let's do it.
but it doesn't look super jagged. All right, now we're going racing. Okay, we got like a different time of day.
Green here.
There should be, my guess is over time, proper day-night transitions. Not like the NASCAR Heat Games did it. The NASCAR Heat Games did it to where there was like stage 1 is at a certain skybox, stage 2 is at a certain skybox, stage 3. Now it's cool. There's actually a way to mod that. I'm sure for you guys who watch Michael in the chat, go check Michael out. I'm sure most of you know who he is. But if you there's a way to mod that because the way the times work is it just grabs certain skyboxes and adjusts the lighting accordingly. So you can run like Watkins Glen at night, for example. But that's because there's no actual transition. The Ignition had actual transitions, but Ignition is also not a good game. And this is an easy thing you can do with Unreal Engine from what I understand. So there should be a natural transition. You can set it as the race progresses, the day-night cycle progresses. Hopefully that's a good thing. Also, he's playing on Xbox. Just pointing that out.
Got to protect the bottom on the restarts. Go to the far chase, get a better view.
So chat, I guess I have a question for you guys because
Strategy.
what do we think about the fact that it is the full name over the driver? It's not really a big deal, but I'm curious what you guys think because like the NASCAR Heat Games would be just the last name. It's typically just the last name. If there's like Kyle versus Kurt, it might say like KY.Bush or KU.Bush. Right. Or if there's multiple Dylans, it'd be like T.Dylan, A.Dylan. So I was just curious. I don't think I have a preference either way with this, but it's just not something I'm used to, I guess. So I like that you know exactly who's where. And yeah, I think it helps with name recognition. It's a good point, ZimmerPay. Like, you get name recognition, like, oh, this guy is Kyle Busch. Know the names better for new people. Agreed. Good point. So the yellow on the track map, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, there's a yellow circle around the 48 here in the bottom left. And I can't even tell who's leading, because I downloaded this in 720p. Shout out, Commander. Thank you for giving me this MP4 file. And I don't know. I would like it better if it was the background color of the car. So this was maybe, I don't know, black or purple for Bowman. So we actually can see that 48 a little better because that doesn't look great. Like Blaney's looks horrible here. Because this is Ryan Blaney's leading this race. And yeah, once again, I'm in 720p. I can barely even make out the 12. Now, if I had this in 1080, it'd probably be a little more crisp. But because his yellow number is the same as the yellow circle. White on yellow is a no. Yellow on yellow. I think it should simply be like, I think just switching it to black would be great. Because there's not many black numbers. Maybe it's customizable. True. The yellow's not it, though. They got Priest's Kroger car in the game before he was even raced. Really? I didn't even realize that. I mean, they apparently yesterday one of the driver or one of the screenshots had Ricky Stenhouse in the Hayek car before it was announced, which also Hayek Racing or Motorsports, if they're getting hyped about a sponsorless car that the sponsor is just their team, I don't think things are going very well for Hayek Motorsports. Where's bro going?
Man, this thing's slick.
Yeah, I can feel
Okay,
you
Anthony,
there.
I don't think that was the car being slick. I think that was you just turning way too far left. Like, where are you going, bro?
Man, this thing's slick.
Yeah, I can feel you catching it there.
Yeah, right there's a little wiggle.
You down there.
Yeah.
The car definitely looks a little too stable.
Or something. There we go. Textbook slider. Now I got the outside.
Visually, this game looks fantastic. I mean, that's Unreal Engine 5 working for you.
As quickly as possible.
The lens flares and stuff look good. Yeah, there's Priest's car you're talking about. Also, we actually have the black wheels for the most part. A couple cars have the white wheels, but this was a thing like early build, like all the cars had white wheels and they look kind of funky. So glad that wasn't something they forgot about, I guess. They keep saying their options make the cars less stable. Okay, that's good. Options are great. Options are great. We want options. We want the ability to have options to do what we want to do. So 100% agree with that.
Off the wall a little bit, slowed me up.
Yeah, the lens flares are a bit much at times, I feel like. I mean, they look good.
Shuttle back in.
They look really good, but a lot of games, particularly from like a PC standpoint, will have like lens flares toggleable because they're also just put more strain on your device you're using. Okay, okay,
I'm getting
get
that.
yeah, pun his ass.
Nothing he hasn't done.
I want to see a proper wreck here. I mean, I want to see some crash physics.
It's been really cool
Every time someone makes a Hayak to a joke, a part of my soul dies.
supporting us.
Honestly, that's valid. Like the draft meter, it does get stronger. You notice it does get a little like light, like brighter blue or less opaque when you get in that draft. So there's that. See, like light draft now. We're in heavy draft. Yeah, it gets a little more, a little closer you get.
Oh yeah, now I'm getting comfortable.
I don't like. Are they choosing not to toggle through information? Because I don't like that. I don't know what lap times he's running. I don't like that. We don't have like a little leaderboard and stuff. I mean, they've said that is in the game. Like they said that that's going to be in the game. I just don't know why we're not showcasing that.
That was nice.
Nothing too egregious.
Nice.
Once again, like if they're hiding anything, and maybe this is tinfoil hat on sort of situation. If they're hiding anything from this game, that is a major red flag. This game is less than a month from release, so like. I get sometimes, maybe months and months ago, they're like, oh, hey, here's where the mirror's going. We're still working on it. Be like, okay, sweet, whatever. But, like, let's showcase, like, if this isn't ready by the time you're recording this, if it's, like, showing, like, live splits and tire info and whatever, if this isn't ready by then, what are we doing? Like, that means it's probably not ready by release. And, like, once again, tinfoil hat on. But, just saying.
Here, let's drive off. Smoothing my hands out.
I like the team radio graphic. It looks good. Come on, wreck Cindric. Wreck. If you get to Logano, wreck him. If you go to Dev 5, you can see Sammy using it. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I saw like a screenshot of that. Is Hyman the Cup roster? I don't think so. Yeah, I agree. Like we shouldn't need a big day one patch.
When it goes
Or
quiet.
at least we better not need a day one patch. He's chasing the car down, but I can't tell if it's because the car is stepping out and loose or if he's just doing it for fun. Right there you can see the car step out a little bit. It definitely looks a little on rails, I'm not going to lie.
That's a good step up from the last one.
I'm just going to let this kind of play out for a minute here. We only got like 3 minutes left of this, so.
Can't waste time.
Okay,
Chase.
good contact. I like that.
Oh, we're leaning on each other. Ooh. That even feels super realistic when you kind of like barely lean on each other. Like
I was worried that might have been a ping pong, and my heart sank for a second, but I don't think that was.
Kinda upsets
The way
me
he
now.
hit and kind of like got bounced off.
Oh, I
Hit him again, please. I was like, they better not be freaking ping ponging.
Yeah, kind of like.
Ooh, I like that they kind of fight back a little bit.
It's certainly not faster to just drive in there and body people out of the way. Like,
We were talking about settings earlier. There's a ton of impact forces you can mess with.
Okay, you can edit impact
As you
forces. That's
progress,
cool.
you get better with the game.
So you could probably like limit like
Getting a little bit
how
out
much
right
contact
now
with
where
another
the
car
vehicles
messes you up. I like
spin them
that.
out, so they've got some extra stability. But you can turn all that off, so
Okay.
you can actually make it easier to spin them out.
Oh, I like the white flag.
Oh, okay.
Are they gonna do a checkered one too?
that's
Style
awesome.
you want to race, yeah.
I think I've heard
Take a look at what he did.
And it's the same thing back to you, so you can kind of turn down their forces upon your car and how your car reacts as well.
Okay, I like that. Can we see a checkered here?
Awesome. Got top 10 today.
They don't
There
show
we
it.
go.
Top 10. All right. Once again, I don't love
Good stuff.
I like it.
the upper right.
Hey, how'd the car feel?
The car feels really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I said at Homestead. I just feel like, well, obviously there's plenty of settings to mess with to get the feel you want out of the car, but also the difficulty and the competition and who you're racing. And for me, it's fun and it's challenging, but it's also like I could pick this up, you know, when I get home late at night, whatever, run a couple races, and it's not, you know, I can just kind of get the
There we
feel
go.
I'm looking for out of it.
Sorry about that.
So it's challenging, and you have that, you scratch that itch, so to speak, as far as competition.
Yep.
But it's also not just like silly, easy.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's cool that it even feels real when it comes to the car's physics. Like when you start messing with that difficulty, the way I was not expecting it to roll over on the right rear tire
Yeah,
like
that's-
that, because that's super realistic.
That's exactly the things that we've been hearing from all the drivers is like you can really feel it roll over like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And
like
it's-
if you get too much out of the right front, it kind of rolls over. You get tight in the center, and then you snap loose
Yeah.
off, and it slides down the track. And at a place like
I don't want to alarm you, but that's what the Heat games do, and it's a horrible, horrible thing. That's what I can't stand about the Heat games is when you loosen up the car with your settings, and we're gonna play Rivals next week, so I'll show it right then, I'm sure. When you loosen up the car, it's not loose when you want it to be. It's still extremely tight through the center of the corner, and it just steps out on exit. He's kind of describing similar-ish to that, which I don't like. Just saying.
this, where there's low grip, you really actually have to manage it. So
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to work on that next time.
Well, we appreciate your time, man. It's been awesome to have you kind of review things and give us a first look. I'm sure everybody's super excited to see the gameplay today, but we're going to do more of these. We're going to get into like more of the customization options that we've been talking about and kind of show the players
Cool.
how you can go about tweaking and tuning that stuff. So thank you so much for being a fan of not just the console stuff, but all of iRacing. You've been a longtime fan of ours, and we really appreciate it.
No, thank you for the opportunity. This is really special.
Awesome, man.
All right, sweet. All right, so we do have the updated Steam release as well. Steam's coming out November 11th. Good to know that they're going to show more over the next month-ish. That's exciting. That's really good to know that they're being good on that. Jeff Fagiano says he's releasing his gameplay later. Sweet. Yeah, I think this is basically like the embargo or equivalent of it for the game. So wouldn't be surprised if like Iceberg, Jeff Fagiano, those guys drop some of their gameplay. We'll check that out. Let me just make sure like no one has necessarily released any yet that we need to check out, because that would definitely be good if we could check that out. Let's see here. Caleb dropped his video on the breakdown like that. Iceberg. Someone mentioned the Iceberg should have gameplay coming out today, so he does not at the moment. I'm gonna check out Twitter a little bit. So couple things I want to mention. Obviously the frame rate of this video, the pixels, I downloaded this video so I could break it down, not realizing Windows Media Player was going to be a piece of shit. So trust me, this is actually a little cleaner than this. That's just the video I have because I downloaded it. So there is that. Just want to point that out. A couple red flags. I'm seeing. The people have early copies. Some creators got to play it last month in Charlotte. So that's why some people have gotten to play the game already. So obviously a couple red flags are whatever the hell this BJ thing was.
Is one of my favorites.
I don't like this loading screen. It's really like they need to put something else here. Also, there's something up here. I don't know what that is. It's literally just a NASCAR 25 logo, and it just says loading in the bottom left. This bar's in the way. But I would like a more dynamic loading screen here. I mean, the loading time seemingly is pretty quick unless they cut it,
in this game.
which they might have because it loads really quickly, and it just throws you out in the track. So I think they cut something here. The way this is edited feels like it's cut.
Is one of my favorites.
Like, just kind of going back to this, like, yeah, like the U-Technics trivia thing. That is definitely cut. So that's a little funky. The way they either edited that or the loading screen, whatever. Yeah, it might just be an early version. I don't know. Don't love that. It's really easy to make just a cool looking loading screen. I mean, put your renders of your cars on there or something. Just make it a little slideshow. Who cares? Or like do track facts, something. I feel like that's pretty easy. I'm not going to jump to conclusions yet because obviously the game's not out, but I don't love that. Another thing I do not love. I'm gonna harp on the negatives first because I think there's a lot of positives about this today. I think there's a lot of great stuff, but there are some negatives, for sure. I do not like the yellow on the driver map. I don't know why they chose yellow. I don't know if this is something you can choose. Do not like it. You can't see the number very well. We obviously saw Ryan Blaney's thing where you cannot see his number very well. And once again, watching this in 720p, the crisper, resolution and stuff, I'm sure probably helps with that a little bit. Either way, I think this should be black on the numbers, or customizable, or should change based on the car. If I have a purple car, it should be purple circle. If I have a Brad Keselowski here, probably black with the green number. I feel like this should be pretty easy.
Nice hot day.
Obviously, we're going back to this part. This is something that I don't like. The BJ McLeod thing is a bit concerning, the way this AI just kind of swerves and pops up onto three wheels. I do not like that. Now, I like that he's aware enough. The AI is clearly aware enough to get out of there, but the momentum shift, if I were to guess, if the AI can do that, I can almost guarantee you launch day when I play this game, if that's still in the game, I can guarantee you if I turn off assists, I can get my car to barrel roll without doing anything crazy. Go to Michigan, flat out the car, hard crank the wheel, I'll probably flip over. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it is like, yeah, it's showing the weight and the momentum of the car, which I like. Is like, yeah, he's snapping it left and going right to straighten out. Like, there's gonna be that weight shift, but the fact that it's almost like, dude, if you're going faster, your car's probably flipping. I don't know. The physics is there to a degree, though, which I do like. We'd mentioned the beer can cars. This is just a Junior Motorsports 40. I hope they have that alleviated. A couple things I mentioned I do not like. Once again, we're just kind of talking about the boat setup, exactly, in the Heat games, precisely. I like this. I really am not happy that they didn't show any of the information you can cycle through here. My guess is pressing like the A or B button while you're driving. Also, throughout this entire thing, I mean, we see different camera angles, which I do like the wide third person, this normal third person, the hood cam, roof cam, all that stuff on board. I like that a lot. That's great. But listen, I'm getting a little PTSD. Listen, we know as NASCAR gamers, I love NASCAR video games, but good Lord, the last decade NASCAR video games has not been great. And that's a long time. Yeah, I would say the last genuinely solid and very fun NASCAR game they put out was 15. Heat 4 and 5 were fine, but they're not amazing. 15, while it's a buggy mess, the gameplay's great. But it has its issues for sure. So one thing I do not like about what they're showcasing here, and there's little bits and pieces. Let me kind of go. For those of you who were around in the Heat Evolution days, another reason why Heat Evolution is worse than Ignition, by the way. Heat Evolution, you cannot move the camera with the right stick. You cannot look around. There's no gyro cam for you to look left or right, which is really important, especially when I'm driving in first person, is that I can look left or right with my joystick to see a little more, or here to see like, okay, can I look here, or even be able to look behind. I know there's a mirror, but being able to look behind. I understand this is just Anthony Alfredo playing the game, whatever. And maybe some other gameplay from like Jeff Fagiano, like you guys mentioned, Iceberg, like you guys mentioned. Maybe that will clear some things up. My guess is it will. Because I'm guessing those guys who are a little more in the gaming world compared to like Anthony Alfredo. No disrespect to Anthony Alfredo. Love him. Love fast pasta. But when I look at this, I say, why are we not showcasing the camera moving around? Why are we not showcasing this, right? And once again, we go back to NASCAR 21 Ignition. The problem I think a lot of us have is NASCAR 21 Ignition purposely did not show some things because those things did not work. They did not showcase the AI very much. They did not showcase other little things because if they did, people would have noticed and they would have said, hey, this is a red flag. So they hid it very well. Now, I trust iRacing more than motorsport games. I get it. But they also need to understand that this is something going on. They have a lot of move. So I'm it's not a red flag, but I thought it was odd that they didn't make a point to show that. So we'll see. First of all, pre-orders are up, by the way. I'm going to put a couple things on screen here. So pre-orders are up, for the game, which is exciting. Love that. You love to see it. But, let me see here. How do I get this to work? Oh, here we go. Gotta go OBS. There is a DLC pack up. Here we go. You can pre-order on Xbox One. It's probably just the Xbox store. So I'm gonna pop up this first. So here is the description of the October pack. Now, if you get the gold edition of the game, all the DLC packs will come. Seemingly, they're gonna release these packs similar to how they did with the NASCAR Heat games, which is a DLC pack a month for the next, October, November, December, maybe even January. Who knows? You got 70 paint schemes. They're also adding fire suits, which I don't think is particularly necessary, but I appreciate the attention to detail. And so 70 schemes over all 4 series. Drivers of paint schemes include fan favorites like Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Connor Zilic, and more. So this pack also includes a career boost, which is reputation points, bonus dollars, and VIP employees. I'm going to be honest, I do not like that. And I hope it's optional. So if I own the DLC pack, I don't want to be given free rep points or free bonus dollars or free employees in my career mode, because I want to be able to progress my career mode normally. I don't want to fast track it just because I have the DLC. I mean, obviously, I'm not complaining the ability to fast track the career mode, considering you have to start at ARCA. But what I don't love is if they force that on you. Oh, here, you have an additional 1,000 rep points. Well, I don't want that. I want to progress it normally. So just pointing that out, we'll see. A lot of it's still yet to be seen. We also got confirmation that the Red Bull cars are in the game here. We got this screenshot with the DLC. You got SVG's Red Bull car. You wanted Sonoma in this machine. I'm guessing the theory was for a while that the Red Bull licensing agreement was why Zilic wasn't in the Cup Series yet, because he was in a screenshot and then they said he wasn't in the driver list. My guess is that they needed to get through some more red tape with Red Bull. Red Bull's obviously very stingy when it comes to licensing and stuff. That's why, for example, when Zilic got hurt at Watkins Glen, they didn't field another driver, didn't put Allgaier or somebody in the car. They just said, nope, we're withdrawing the car. Red Bull's really strict with that sort of stuff. So my guess is they just took a little extra time to get licensing, so we'll probably get SVG's Red Bull cars, Zilic, and stuff like that. Now, I do not know. I'll have to look at the Xbox store, but I do not know when. I do not know when the DLC pack comes out, which is interesting, because I don't know if this is going to be available on launch. I would hope so. Just a DLC to be available on launch. So if you have the gold edition, you get these immediately. But I think that's interesting. Now, yeah, Zoomer Pay makes a good point. There's the rating and stuff does say alcohol reference. Some of that's going to be lyrics and stuff. Yeah. Now, also, an important piece of information for you guys about this game, which might be a little more of a negative for some of you, is pretty simple, which is this game is digital only. There is no physical copy of this game. There will not be a physical copy of this game for Xbox or PlayStation. Obviously, they don't do physical for PC anymore. This game is digital only. I do not like that. It has been confirmed this game is digital only. Now, obviously, there's kind of a campaign going around, the Stop Killing Games campaign, based on the interpretation of what exactly owning a digital game means. Do you own a license to it? Do you properly own the game? How exactly does that work? I don't know. Yeah, that's a little concerning. I'm pretty sure being like some people are shocked that like, oh my gosh, there's only digital only. I feel like this was kind of obvious. I mean, based on the way they were not promoting physical copies. What the heck?
Super popular.
Why'd you do that? Yeah, World of Outlaws was digital only. To be fair, which is nice. So there's that. That's just a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little disappointing just because I think a lot of people want to own physical copies of this game, and this is the first NASCAR game I think ever, if I'm not mistaken, that'll be digital only. Because even like NASCAR Rivals had physical releases, and that was in 2022, and that was a Switch only game. But that is, I'm not surprised. But I am disappointed. Which once again, the fact that the game is digital only also makes the PC release date pushed back. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, unless you count 2013. But 2013 was a PC only game. So I don't count that. But that's a little concerning, mainly because I'm just afraid, years and years from now, when this game inevitably will be off the stores, and hopefully there'll be bigger and better games out by then. But this game won't be available, and I don't like that. Obviously, there's a lot of great people who do a lot of work in preserving video games to make sure that they aren't just completely lost. Digital-only games suck like that. I mean, Nintendo had their big 3DS, eShop stuff where a lot of digital-only games, a lot of people were just working on preserving because they were just going to be gone for good. And that hurts developers, that hurts, just historians as much as, it's video games we know, but that hurts everybody. So that is a little disappointing, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not surprised. I think the biggest thing is I am not shocked by this information whatsoever. TBH. So you guys mentioned Jeff might have his gameplay out. He does not at the moment. So just checking that. What do you think of the AI? I mean, there's not much to go off of here in terms of AI, especially considering he's playing on kind of an easy-ish difficulty, on 98 difficulty, which I'm gonna be honest, for 98 difficulty, it looks kind of easy. I mean, I don't remember the last time I played 98 difficulty in like one of the Heat games, but it looks a bit easy. I mean, I like that the AI, like here, for example, you can see they're running a higher groove and they can make it work. It isn't like you're just forced out running a higher groove and you're screwed. So I do like that. Yeah, I don't get that either, Matt Benedetto. I mean, people would clearly buy physical copies, and I understand there's a little more of a cost associated with physical copies because you got to worry on, you got to work on like actual like the case costs, the CD costs, which are minimal but they still exist. Plus, never mind like the distributing costs. The manufacturing costs of a physical copy are probably negligible if you sell enough, but the distributing costs and the way like the way it works with like you sell bulk to a retailer and then the retailer has to sell it, it does make it more complicated, I'm sure. But like this hasn't stopped anyone. Overall though, I think this game looks really good. To be fair, 105 in the Heat games is pretty easy. Yeah, it depends on the track. There's some that are pretty easy. Definitely. That's why, like, in my series that we've been playing through all the NASCAR games, I don't run setups. Because I think if you do run setups on, like, 105, it's just really easy. Running no setups, some tracks are still a little easy, but some are not too bad. Yeah, actually, the Stop Killing games is more about your live service games, like The Crew, for example, is a good example of a game that they can just take down at any point that rely on online services to function, which video games should never do that. Just saying. You should never, as a video game, have to be online 24/7 if there's offline features to the game. A little concerned with the AI not running the bottom lane. Miami? Maybe we only got the 2 tracks. Let's see.
Not quite.
No, I mean, they're running bottom. I mean, maybe coming off the corner a little bit.
Little free. Not quite.
But to be fair, like Miami, you're not going to run the bottom necessarily. And yeah, once again, the yellow on the track map, the Justin Allgaier, I don't like that. I do not like the yellow. I think black is the answer there. I think black would just stand out better. I do like that you can... I do like that they have that you have your car and the leader, but I don't love the yellow. I don't know why that is. So, I will say this game looks great. Once again, I'm watching this in a little lower quality, video-wise than a lot of people probably are, just so I could pause it and download it and stuff. But this game looks really good. What's the status on crash physics? There's very little to go off of here. I mean, there's in the video they posted yesterday, we had a little bit of a crash. Here we have like some beating and banging with him and Briscoe. Where's that? Like right here.
We're leaning on each other.
Let's put that back a little bit. Like we get some contact here.
Can't waste time, Chase.
A little wiggle there. A little more contact. And there's definitely... I'm sure the crash physics, my guess, are going to be pretty similar to iRacing. From what I understand, a lot of this is iRacing. A lot of it is Monster Games and making some tweaks to make it a little more arcadey. And a lot of it is also based on the sliders. They talked about there's a lot of customizable sliders with how stable your car is versus how stable the AI car is when you make contact and stuff. So we'll kind of have to wait and see on that, how that looks. Someone playing the game early, like the content creator said, they flipped someone over. I'm not shocked. I'm 100% not shocked because of the BJ McLeod thing. But yeah, I mean, you're looking at the game right here. I like the aesthetic. It visually just, as expected, is the best looking NASCAR game I've seen. Unreal Engine 5, the track models are laser scanned by iRacing, so of course they're going to be quality. The shading, the shadows, the lens flares, reflections, all that stuff looks great. Like I said, a lot of that is going to be just the power of Unreal Engine 5, the power of next-gen gaming. I mean, this is the first NASCAR game on the current gen consoles, which is Series X/S, PS5, and then I guess PC. But my guess is part of the reason why that maybe they're delaying PC too is to make sure it's a little more optimized, so you can maybe lower the graphics settings a little bit. Because I don't know how it's going to run necessarily on my PC, but we'll have to wait and see. Excuse me. But yeah, I think there's a lot of positives about this game. Now, I'm going to actually open up the Xbox store. I need to actually pre-order this game on Xbox like I said I would. But let me go ahead and open Xbox here and see if there's any more info I can I can find about the game. Because obviously there's the DLC pack that they showed, but NASCAR 25. I'm just going to read some stuff. I'm not going to show you guys. Yeah, there's the pre-order bonus. If you pre-order the game just normally, you get it. Oh, wait, there's a... Nice, okay, so there's some good images. There's like some images without the logo and stuff. So you get pre-order bonuses, career dollars. You get the 3 cover driver paint schemes, which is good. I don't really know what that means, if they're like gold versions or what, because they should be in the game anyways. The description of the game is NASCAR 25 will feature all the action you've come to expect from the developers, the most authentic racing experience and simulation ever created. For the first time ever on consoles, iRacing has brought laser-scanned car models and tracks for a level of authenticity that is previously unmatched. With a physics model tuned by the experts and real-world feedback from actual NASCAR drivers and race teams, you'll be immersed in the sights and sounds of race day like never before. From quick race, championship, multiplayer, or career, the combination of tracks, cars, and experiences will keep you coming back for more. Work your way from your backyard shop in the Arc and Menard series all the way through a multi-time NASCAR Cup Series champion in career mode and show the world what you're made of. It's the NASCAR game you've been waiting for and asking for. Welcome to NASCAR 25. That is the description they gave. You can choose the Gold Edition, $79.99, up for pre-order. The Gold Edition has 3 days early access. Now, Commander, good friend of me, whatever. He mentioned, because he already pre-ordered and downloaded this game. Oh, there he is. So am I right, Commander, that the pre-order day is like a day early? No, it's right. Yeah, because it'd be 9 p.m. on the 10th my time, so then it'd be midnight on the... No, it says for you it's on the 10th. That's a day earlier than I thought for the pre-order, because it says for you, it says it goes live Friday, October 10th at midnight. For me, that's Thursday, October 9th at 9 p.m. for the launch of the game. Also based, you got Star Wars: The Clone Wars, by the way, Commander. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that is kind of, I guess, the day we'll be doing NASCAR 25. We'll be doing a NASCAR 25 launch party stream. Then starting October 9th, I guess, since the game comes out on the 10th for pre-orders, I suppose, I will be doing a launch party, getting hype about the game, then playing the game at midnight Eastern, probably going late into the night, checking out all the game. Listen, we're getting close. We're getting close, man. I mean, today's the 18th. That's going to be really exciting. We're going to be playing the game on launch. We'll be playing some single player. We'll be checking out the features, all the paint booth, all that stuff. I'm sure we'll get some looks at that, like they mentioned in the Anthony Alfredo video. They mentioned that we'll get a look into the paint booth and other features, or I don't think they explicitly said paint booth, but they said customizable features and stuff soon. Which soon better be soon. I mean, we're running out of time before this game's out. So we'll probably get a look at that within the next couple of weeks, which is exciting. But yeah, we're going to check it out all ourselves. If you guys have Xbox, we will be playing this game on launch. We'll be trying to play some online on launch. I got to get Xbox Live, though. Got to shell out a lot of money. But hey, it'll be worth it. Really excited about this game. I know you guys are really excited about this game. I didn't really want to make a video on this. I don't really make that kind of content, but I figured I'd stream it at the very least, because I thought that could be, that could be fun. So, yeah. Anything else? Anything else we should chat about, or do you guys have anything else to? Any final words for today? Once again, kind of a shorter stream, hour and a half. Just yapping, the yap sesh. As a friendly reminder, tomorrow is going to be one hell of a marathon of a stream. As we hit 3,000 subscribers before the end of the month, that was the goal. Thank you to everybody for the love and support of the channel. As promised, tomorrow we will be doing a 3,000% length race at Jefferson Raceway in NASCAR Heat 5 with a special dirt mod provided to me by Train Hunter. that's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. So be sure to check that out. Tomorrow it'll be going live. Like I said, probably 3:30 or 4 Eastern. It'll be live for quite a while. If we don't have cautions, the math comes out to like 12 hours. It better not be 12 hours. Trust me, there'll be lots of cautions. So I don't know how long it's actually going to take. It's going to take a while, though. I'll probably hop in BC with some buds to make sure I don't go completely and utterly insane. And we'll just kind of celebrate. 3,000 subscribers is no small margin. I mean, we're a small community here, and if you're new here, be sure to check out the channel. Also, I just dropped a YouTube short during this stream, by the way, which is the worst YouTube short I've ever made. I was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was not gonna lie, late in the hours, man. I get unhinged when I'm editing stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I know we have a small community here. But thank you for everyone who's tuned in today. I know it's an earlier stream than I'm used to doing, but thank you for tuning in. Checking out all the gameplay of NASCAR 25. I think the consensus is the game looks good. There's still a few apprehensions I have. Naturally, I think just we don't know every little bit and piece, but we're getting to the point where this game's coming out soon. This game is coming out soon, and that's really exciting because, frankly, I think we all want to play a game. I think we're all getting a little NASCAR heat fatigue, and trust me, I am too, because I still got to run 3 seasons of the NASCAR heat games. Which trying to think here. Sunday, not going to be Sunday. NASCAR Rivals season for you guys who are interested will probably start sometime next week. Depending on how I'm feeling after tomorrow's stream, I might stream on Saturday. I might just do something chill like Persona, because I still need a Platinum Persona 3. So I might just hang out with you guys for a couple hours, do that. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, be sure to subscribe if you're new here. I don't know how many new folks we got around, but be sure to subscribe if you want to stay in touch, support those small creators. You know, I'm a tiny little creator. You know how it be. Yeah, okay, yeah, the YouTube short's doing absolutely horrendously. Go figure. YouTube algorithm, man, does not like to see me succeed. So the way you guys can change that is, if you see a video pop up from me, check it out, watch it in its full, because they don't like it if you only watch part of it. Whatever, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a long one. Hope to see you there. Peace.